It's going to be interesting with the growth and success of the EV manufacturers. I foresee a modification in these trailers because most of the EV units, with the exception of the trucks, are lower than traditional vehicles. And so if the truckers want to be able to accommodate these new vehicles, there will be some modifications required.
From my perspective, the Lucid Air being a longer vehicle and it's such a low profile vehicle, that's why we conducted or assisted conducting a load test with Lucid early on. So helping them develop a spacer to increase the height. So that's one. The weight of the vehicle and the position of the vehicle on a tractor trailer, considering the length of entire trailer. Most typical trailers now are 80 feet in length, and the weight restrictions are still the same. So with that weight restriction, you could most likely get 5 to 6 vehicles on a tractor trailer nowadays, and then you have a less of a amount of vehicles on an enclosed trailer. So
in addition to that, as I was alluding to, as far as the height restrictions, which was probably height off of the ground, and the length of the vehicle were the biggest factor. And so there are a number of modes of transportation that just were not acceptable. And so having said that, as these types of vehicles increase, the industry will have to adjust to accept them. I think secondly was the weight, if you're looking at trucking, because even though the vehicles are aluminum or alternative materials, the batteries themselves are significant. Rail is an option, but tri-levels at this point are not acceptable. And then with bi-levels, let's just say 80% of the chocks work, but there are a few chock designs that are too high for you to actually be able to lock the vehicle down. And so with that, you're going to have to really monitor what chocks are coming in on that rail car, because you may send a rail car, and if it's got the wrong chocks, you're not going to be able to use it. And similarly, some of the fully open trailer designs, there was one of them we didn't even load because it was just too risky. And then there were a few where you might only be able to get 2 or 3 vehicles. And so naturally, that's not a good option.